Okay. Looks like I am live. Good morning, everybody. I am Chloe. This is Weird Stitch, and this is day 2 of Camp NaNoWriMo, April 2021. If you are participating in it, I will be participating in it. I have not actually started yet. I think I have decided what I am doing. But like right now, I have to start the day with my actual the other project that I'm working on, 100 shorts in 100 days. I ended up writing 2 of 3 yesterday, and that was it. I did a little bit of editing. I don't know. Yesterday was not very productive, but I feel like that's the story of every day right now for me. I did. I don't know, I went to the grocery store and I realized that that's not even like a little bit productivity, but I'm trying to remember what I even did yesterday to explain how little I got done. I don't know, the days go so fast, you know? Yeah, oh gosh. I had the Bob Ross off last night. So that took up like most of my evening. And then I don't know, I was going to work after I got done with that. I sat at my computer. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to work. I edited 2 stories. So that was a little bit of work. And that is going to be part of today as well. I'm going to edit a bunch of stories. I might not start on camp until tomorrow. I feel like that's actually the smarter way for me to go. I'm going to get today's short story written. I want to get 2 more today if I can possibly get 2 more today. Definitely get 1 more, aiming for 2 more. And then, yeah, so from that, I then need to do a bunch of editing on these. And hopefully if I can like get edited and get enough like scheduled to go up on my Medium page, then I will be in better shape for starting Nano tomorrow. So that just seems like the best thing to do. Hey, Miriam, thanks for joining. Miriam just got away from a screaming niece and nephew. Ooh, yeah, get some workout. You deserve some words after that. So let's go ahead and do our first sprint. I am not going to be writing this time because I am finishing up a couple of morning things. I have to get another Medium post up. So I'm going to do that, but you guys should be getting some writing done or whatever. Let me know what you guys are working on. Let me tell you, huh? Tell me what you're, if you're doing Nano or not. There we go. Oh, you know what? I'm going to keep this nice little ocean background going on. This was what we painted yesterday. Good morning, Courtney. And Courtney is also finishing up non-writing things, but that's okay. Get them finished now, and then you can write. I'll see you guys in 10 minutes. Okay, we're back. Let me know how y'all did. I finished up that one thing that I was working on. I've got one more thing that I need to do. So the last thing was getting a post up on Medium. And now last year I did a year in review for how I did, which was like the most depressing thing ever, and it's okay. But like I didn't write it until January, right? So I decided this year that every single month I was going to do an update on it, so I actually knew what was going on instead of getting to January 2022. Getting to January 2022, that was really hard to say, and having to relive my shitty year as I like work through the timeline of every disaster that happened. So I am writing it as I go along this time, and so I needed to get March written. So that is what I'm working on now. Also, with Medium, I have to add a picture to every single post. It's one of those, I can't even say it's an unspoken rule. It's just not a written rule, but it is a very highly spoken rule that like people aren't going to see it if there's no image on it. And Medium is like a train wreck with how people see anything at all. So like you have to absolutely put an image on everything. Unless you have a subscription to an image site, you either have to buy every single image, which is cost prohibitive when you're doing an image a day, or you have to go through the free sites. And they actually have like a tool that auto imports Unsplash. So it's fine, except finding images is impossible. I figured for the story that I was just posting, it would be fairly easy because it was kind of a Garden of Eden theme to it. I could use any sort of like sexy Garden of Eden imagery with it. It doesn't exist. It was a whole ass adventure. I ended up with like, maybe I could have like a tastefully done photo of an apple. And when I looked up apple, it turns out that an awful lot of people can't tell the difference between an apple and a pomegranate in a picture. So I ended up with a bunch of photos of pomegranates. And then I was like, you know what? A pomegranate works, whatever. So that is now a picture of a pomegranate. I don't know. It is what it is. Let's see. Rosalind has joined us. Hey, Rosalind. And Miriam got less than 100, but it got the ball rolling. Also, it was only a 10-minute sprint. So, you know, once you like actually start thinking, the sprint is pretty much over. It is absolutely that warm up. So you did perfectly fine there. I'm hopefully gonna only have like half of the next sprint devoted to doing this monthly wrap up thing. It's only, I mean, it's gonna be like under 10 sentences that I'm writing for this. Although this was a really good month for me. This will be my most profitable month to date. But I still, like, I don't have that much that I need to write. So hopefully that is only going to be about 10 sentences, and then I can get ready as well. I was smart today. I figured out what I was going to write before the show started, and I also like found an image already. I've been trying to do that more often, where I write based on an image, so I already have an image and don't have this Garden of Eden bullshit to put up with. Let's see. Courtney transferred some videos into her editing program, and that was all. If like transferring videos for you is the same as it is for me, then I'm impressed with you getting it done in 10 minutes. I have this whole like backlog of videos that I need to transfer. They are on Snapchat, and I need to transfer them onto my computer from my phone, so I can edit them together to make videos to put on YouTube or perhaps TikTok, depending on how it goes. And like, I can't even wrap my brain around how to do that right now. So I've got all of these things that are ready to go to be funny videos and nothing. So let's go ahead and do our next sprint. We're going to do 20 this time, back to 10 normal speed. It is 10:21, so I will see you guys at 10:41. Okay, that was time. Let me know how you did. I wrote 70 words. I ended up having like 3 minutes of writing time once I finished that once I finished that update and like poked around a little bit and got my bearings on the story. The story is also set in a kickboxing ring, like a training ring. And I don't know anything about kickboxing. So eventually we'll get to a point where it doesn't matter that I don't know anything about kickboxing. But to set this up, I have to like make this up as I go along. So like research time. It is what it is. CB joined us. Oh my God, I am so sorry. I had coffee and it didn't work. And I did buy energy drinks yesterday, energy shots. But they were more expensive than they used to be. And I am a cheap person and I don't want to spend an extra 30 cents per energy shot. So I only got 4 of them in case of emergencies. And I'm trying to not make today an emergency. So CB will join in writing once she's finished watching Stations of the Cross. Excellent. I guess it is, in fact, Good Friday. And I didn't realize it until I read that. It is Good Friday, right? My calendar has Easter on it, but only Easter. But that's literally the only holiday it has. Oh my God, I have to write an Easter story. Oh my God, I just realized I've been trying to write holiday stories for everything, and I need an Easter one. Anyways, yeah, so we will see you when we're done watching that, CB. And Miriam got 328. Well done. That 10-minute got you set up to be victorious. Violet is here over on the Twitch side of things. Thanks for joining. We are going to be doing 20s all morning, and I am going to be rating the next time. So hopefully I will have big numbers to report after that. I did well yesterday with my pacing. Or like with my writing speed. So hopefully I can do that again today. Hopefully my realization that I had planned on writing an Easter story today will make this go faster. Yesterday, I know I was struggling a bit with like what I was going to write, and I was only able to write 2 of the 3 stories that I wanted to do yesterday. But maybe since I already know what the second one is going to be, now I will feel better. Also, I've been trying to write the Easter story all month. Like the last 30 days, not all the month of April. I knew Easter was coming up, and like last month I had a Pi Day story and a St. Patrick's Day story. I've already gotten a Memorial Day story written for next month. So I knew I needed to write an Easter story, and I just could not figure out what my Easter story was going to be. And I just figured out that the reason that I was struggling with that story is because I didn't want it to be paranormal. Or if it was paranormal, I wanted to go with like an Ostara theme, a spring solstice theme. Not spring solstice, spring equinox. I know these terms, technically vernal equinox. As I talk, I forget words though. Anyways, I think I'm actually going to do shifter rabbits. I feel like that is going to be my best way to go for Easter. Perhaps having a shifter rabbit who was hired to be like Easter bunny, hopping along for kids' photo shoots or whatever. I think that's what I'm going to go with. And then maybe maybe there's a clandestine relationship with a human. I think that's what my Easter story is going to be. So yeah, that's it. I wanted it to be like Ostara, and yes, as Miriam just said, the rabbits are always the most promiscuous. You never ever see rabbits in shifter romance. I can only think of one, and that is, I can't think of the author. I think it's the Heartland Shifter series. I think that's the name of the series. All of the titles are like, it's really funny. All of the titles are like Cougar Heart's Panther. And there is one that is like Wolf Heart's Rabbit or whatever. And the rabbit, like they absolutely, it's a series, and I believe that's the second book of the series. And by the like fourth book of the series, they definitely already have like a whole bunch of babies. So I was really happy with how, Miriam actually knows this series. That's awesome. That is the only, yes, it is absolutely Vaughn. The V Vaughn, I believe, is she just goes by her first initial, or they. I can't. I assume because romance and it's a woman writing it, but I shouldn't make that assumption. So yeah, that is the only shifter rabbit that I know. And now my debate is just going to be about whether, because it's a short story, so I don't really have to worry about like masculinity in any way. Is the rabbit shifter going to be a man or a woman? I don't know, but I will figure that out after I finish reading the boxer one that I'm on right now. So let's go ahead to our next sprint. 20 on the clock again. It is 10:48, so I'll see you guys at 11:08. Okay, that was time. Let me know how y'all did. I was highly ineffective this time. I ended up needing to do more research, and then I had to pull up a video for what I'm doing, and I have it muted because the music was really aggressive at the beginning. So I have it muted, and I'm assuming that the closed captions are wrong on it because I am watching a video on kickboxing, and so far I have seen references to both sushi and cake, which I mean makes me more interested in kickboxing, but is certainly not what they're doing, I don't think. But who knows? Maybe sushi and cake are both kickboxing terms, and I should absolutely include them in the short story. So, oh God, I just clicked something I shouldn't have. Are we in the right page? Yes. Okay. As long as I didn't click in the wrong page. There we go. So Violet did something to her doc and now cannot write in it. I've been there before. I've done all kinds of stupid things that are usually my fault, but then every once in a while, my computer will do something that like randomly text will stop showing up on my screen. And so I never know when text doesn't show up on my screen if it's my fault or the computer's fault, because I've had just enough confirmation that it's my computer's fault that I have to blame my computer every single time. I'm glad that you fixed it though. Hey Sarah, thanks for joining. And Miriam only got 36 words that time, so we were in the same boat. I did better than that, but I don't think I got 200 on that, and I should have absolutely gotten 200 on that. Violet got 293 on that sprint, even with her computer telling her no, that she can't write. I am curious about what you did, though, if it wasn't something too embarrassing to share with us. Just, whatever mistake you made that caused your computer to not be able to write might be something that one of us will need to know in the future. CB got 317. Well done. And Laura jumped in at the 10-minute mark and got 220. So some people did actually do really well on that sprint. I just was not one of them. I guess I'm still not feeling any sort of nano pressure yet, probably because this is not actually my nano project, and I have been able to get these short stories finished in under an hour now. That was a goal at the beginning, that I was worried I was never going to be able to get these things done in under an hour. So I was going to be wasting like my entire life trying to write short stories. Because at the beginning, it was taking like 4 hours between it taking like 2 hours to draft and another hour to edit, and then another, I guess, half hour, so 3.5 hours, another half hour of getting it onto Medium and finding that image thing that I was talking about earlier, where I'm super struggle bus on getting images that I like. I'm now getting it to like under 2 hours, which feels much better. So what Violet did was she was typing too fast and accidentally opened the text-to-speech option in Google Docs, which is an odd thing, and I wasn't talking, so it wasn't putting anything down. That makes sense. I feel like we've all absolutely done stuff like that. I am notorious for, because I dual screen and also dual box, so triple screen, but because I dual screen, I will just not even realize that like my word processor is on that screen and I am typing into something up there, and I'll have no idea that I'm just like typing everything into, the address bar for my browser or whatever. because I'm not looking up there, and it's less obvious when I'm tabbed into the wrong window. So I get it. Yeah. And CB has 3,287 words left to write to get back on track for Nano. And CB has a huge goal for this month. So I am impressed that you've been able to keep up that pace. So you're at 9,000 now. Is that correct? You need to get 6,000 a day. So by the end of today, you should be at 12,000, but you're at 9,000. Hopefully, I'm doing that math right. You can do it. I have faith in you. You can do that. That is hopefully about 3287 is about what I hope to get done for the day. And obviously, I know that you are much farther into your day than I am. But it's only 4 o'clock where you are, right? Is that correct? Did daylight savings screw that up or not? I don't know. Courtney got real work done. I'm proud of you for doing actual work. And yes, Violet has also done the split screen thing. I think we've all done that at some point. So let's go ahead and jump into our next sprint. It is 11:15. So this will take us to 11:35, which will be perfect for doing one more sprint after this one. So I'll see you guys in 20 minutes. Okay, that is time. I wrote like 300. The story is coming out real slowly. That's okay. Some of them do. I'm finally to the juicy bits, so to speak, and I'm hoping that with that, the pacing will pick up. I'd really like to have this done by noon. I don't know if that's going to happen. But once this is done, I can like reset and get my stuff together and get that Easter story written, and hopefully I can zip right through that once I figure out who's the bunny. And I feel good about that. I feel like today I am going to be productive, even if this morning was less than productive. It's okay. I'm gonna get the story done. I'm gonna get caught up on a bunch of things, and I'm gonna be ready to start Nano tomorrow. I know CB is doing Nano. I don't know who else is. So if you are doing Nano, let me know. Let me know what your goals are, because I'm assuming I'll be seeing you a bit more this month, and I would like to keep track of that. I like to know how everybody's doing. CB is going to try to hit 10K before dinner, and excuse me, she is at almost 9,000 now because she was at 87.43 and she got 270 there. Did I do that math wrong? Did you just get over 9K? That is just over 9K. So you are just under a K to go. So I think you're going to do that. And Laura got 315 and took a stretch break. That was very smart of you, and I support that. I need to be doing more stretch breaks than I do, and I know this, but I just get hung up on whatever I'm doing and forget. Violet got 383. That is fantastic. Well done. And again, CB got 270. I accidentally slipped into romance again. That is just, so I am not doing math right. That's okay. We all have our strengths. My strength is absolutely math, but apparently not at this point, not at this hour. I'm sleepy today, and I don't know. I've been blaming it on the fact that I'm attempting intermittent fasting, and it could absolutely be that, but I don't know. Oh no. Courtney has had a disastrous morning. Is doing Nano, wrote 4K yesterday. That's fantastic. What is your goal though? What is is your goal a standard 50, or are you doing something else? Are you doing a whole bunch of things? Let me know. But gonna try for 4 to 5K. It is Easter weekend, and being home with the family does mess everything up. Everybody is going to be here this weekend. So as much as we don't do Easter at all, it's just going to be a distracting weekend for me. So I get it. And Laura is also doing camp with a goal of 15K. So a nice, a much more comfortable goal than that 50K is for a lot of people. That's one of the things that I really like about camp, though, is I feel like for a lot of people, for most people, that 50K goal for regular Nano is not a viable goal. And it could go either way, right? Like for a good chunk of people, 50K is way too high. But then Courtney's got a 70K goal for this month. And last year for Nano, I believe I hit 100. If I didn't hit 100, I was just shy of 100. It might have actually been like 98K or something that I did. So that 50K for me is not a goal to set myself to, because it's easy. It's not anything where I'm pushing myself to do it. It looks like for Courtney, it's not either. I say it looks like, but I absolutely know the kind of numbers that Courtney puts out. So I know for a fact that 50K is not a big goal for her by any means. So that's one of the things that I really love about camp. I wish camp had a bigger following to it, and I know that it's a lot harder to keep track of how well people are actually doing when everybody's got a different goal. But I do love that you can set yourself a goal that is more reasonable for you, because I feel like the problem with that nano 50K is it's not a goal that keeps people continuing to write. I see so many people quit in that second week slump, because by the end of the first week they've only written 5K and they know that they're not going to be able to hit that 50K at the pace they're going, and they don't see a way to up their pace enough. And so Laura can do 50K, but does have uni assignments this month, so setting a lower goal. That's another thing, is that November is a notoriously bad month for the same reason, that it's also, it's exam time for a lot of people. So yeah, that's one of the things that I like about camp. Let's go ahead and get this last sprint in. It is 11:42. So we are going to go to 12:02. Good time for today. 20 minutes on the clock. I will see you guys at just past noon Eastern time. Okay, that is time, and that is the end of the final sprint. Um, I ended up with 1120, so I did get writing done. If this story had come together in under 1,000, as I wish it had, I would be done with it for today. Unfortunately, at 1120, it is still not done. That is okay. I'm gonna go get some lunch. Hopefully that will wake me up because oh my god. I'm gonna get some lunch, a bit more coffee, and then keep chugging away at this. Um, Violet did get breakfast. That's what I want, or lunch, food. I need food. I need brunch is what I need right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna write this. I'm gonna get some lunch cooking while I finish it. And I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna do that Easter romance and hopefully one more. And tomorrow I'm going to be starting on my actual nano project, which is going to be getting the first two books in my alien romance figured out, like finished, because they're already written, but like I need to do massive edits on the first one. And the second one's plot line means that I have to redo the plot line of the third one. And then I'm going to write the third one. And that is my plan for April. Get those two books edited and in shape so that I can keep going and get the third book done. That is what my nano goal officially is. I know I've been floundering for the last few days about what I'm going to do. That's it. Miriam, I hope you feel better. And CV, that is awesome. You are almost there for that goal of 10,000 before lunch, or for dinner, excuse me. And Courtney got halfway through her project. Well done as well. You guys are all doing great today, and I hope you remain productive through the day and have a good weekend. Have a happy Easter if that is your jam, and I will see you all on Monday. Bye, guys.